Hello everyone, Rurikhan here coming at you with another first impressions video, and today we're going to be taking a look at a PlayStation 4 exclusive, Knack. Now Knack is one of the PlayStation 4 launch titles. It is one of the titles that I've obtained from PlayStation Portugal. They were kind enough to provide me with a review code for it, and I've already played a little bit of it back on the event that I told you guys about on the 19th of November in the place in Portugal. And I've also played a lot more since then because I have my own copy and whatnot since I picked up the PlayStation 4. As a matter of fact, I have to admit that just last night, this is probably not going to relate in the exact day that the video is going to come out. I'm not even sure when this video is coming out. But either way, as at the time that this video is being recorded last night, I was actually playing Knack because I was getting ready to perform my video and whatnot. And I just started playing, and all of a sudden it's like 2 hours flew by, and I'm like, where'd those 2 hours go? Like, what the hell just happened? And here's the thing about Knack. To be completely honest, Knack has a lot of story behind it and whatnot. And I'll be flat out honest, I wasn't even that much into the story. I was just really, really enjoying the gameplay of the game itself. So we're going to be going straight into Chapter 3, 4. It's just, I don't think there's going to be that many spoilers, so I don't think that is going to be a problem. If I feel that there is a huge spoiler in terms of story or whatnot, I will be sure to cut it out so you don't have to worry too much about that. But once again, like I said, story isn't even this game's strong point. To me, the strong point is the gameplay itself. So let's go ahead and continue that. There is a little bit of a loading here. Knack can also be played in co-op, as I've shown on a previous video. I believe that there should already be a video up that shows you guys me playing, not playing cooperatively, but me showing that you can play Knack cooperatively. And I was actually using a PlayStation Vita as a controller, which it's kind of interesting. I do like the PlayStation Vita integration and all that kinds of stuff, those bonus features and whatnot. That was a pretty hefty load we had there. Either way, here we are. This is Knack. Let me just get rid of these enemies, and I will talk about the gameplay functionality. There we go. Okay, so one of the things that they're trying to do with a lot of the PlayStation 4 titles, as I can see at least, is they're trying to really show people just how many particles they can put on screen. I mean, if you look at Knack right now, I wish I could rotate the camera or do something to increase the size, but if you pay close attention, he's actually made of small little particles, which to me kind of reminds me of Resogun. I mean, not the style reminds me of just Resogun, just the overusage of particles, so to speak, reminds me of Resogun. They're really trying to showcase that, you know, we can handle all of these particles, and Knack is basically made of a bunch of particles. Now, let's talk a little bit about how the game plays. So, Knack is an action platformer, and you guys might be wondering, what do you mean action platformer? Well, to me, it is a platformer that has a lot of combat. And this is a good thing, because you guys know that I like me some combat. As a matter of fact, I was reading an article, and it was saying about how there were several members from other Sony teams who worked on Knack as well. And there was a mention that there were some people from God of War that worked on Knack, and I was like, that doesn't really surprise me, because Knack does have a God of War-like feeling to it. Now, I'm not saying it has a God of War feeling when it comes to blood and guts splattered all over the screen. I mean that if you look at it just from a pure gameplay standpoint, you will notice that it has some elements that are clearly inspired by God of War. Like, for instance, you can't rotate the camera. The camera is fixed. It will automatically rotate when it needs to. Like, for instance, let me actually, as you can see, the camera is following my movement. Like right now, it's zooming into me. If I move away over here, it's going to zoom out a little bit and reveal a little bit more of the map. I can't actually go any further back because this is the start of the level. You can attack by pressing square. You can jump. You can double jump, and you can do jumping attacks. You will do that thing. You can use the circle to perform special attacks, and I don't think the triangle by itself actually does anything, at least not at the moment. But if you press circle in combination with something else, it is going to activate solar power, but I actually don't have any of my solar power right now. If you look at the top left corner there, you will notice that there's like three rings. You need to fill those up in order to be able to use solar power. Now, as I was saying about the camera though, notice that once I move over here, camera is going to switch automatically. This to me, is very reminiscent of God of War. This is kind of the exact same thing they did for God of War Ascension as well as God of War 3. So the combat does feel a lot like God of War, at least to me personally, as well as the game itself. Now, we are currently playing in normal difficulty, and I think you guys are going to be... Whoa, I think you guys are going to be pleasantly surprised. Now, something else that also reminds me of God of War is the dodge system. You're actually dodging with the right stick. So if I flick it back, I'm going to dodge back, flick it forward, flick it to the left, dodge to the left, flick it to the right, dodge to the right. I mean, this is pretty much the same combat style that you're going to be getting in God of War. Now, right now, Knack is pretty big because we're actually in a setting where we're fighting tanks and whatnot. As you can see, we're basically fighting this tank. And there you go. This is normal difficulty. Did you see how much energy that one tank just took away from me? That's right. This game is challenging, which is something that I loved as soon as I noticed it. It's like, it's so good. The thing is, there's going to be a lot of players that are going to be frustrated with this title. I can already see, just the same way that people get frustrated with stuff like Dark Souls. Now, I'm not even beginning to compare these two titles in terms of how difficult they are and whatnot, especially because I also clearly do not have as much experience with Knack as I have on Dark Souls. But I can tell you, it is definitely a pleasing challenge and a very welcome one. Oh, gotta dodge that. Let's go ahead, punch the... Oh! Like, one hit from this tank right here will do it for me, which is why I gotta be careful. Something that I really like, picking up tanks and throwing them, that's pretty pleasant as well. Now, Knack will change in size as you progress through each of these levels, which is really cool. I mean, like, if you look at Knack right now, he's huge. If you remember seeing any of the promo material, he was actually quite small. There were also other sections where he was even bigger than this. So Knack does tend to change sizes. Like, if you notice there, we actually got a couple of runes that were added to our body there. Not runes, relics. Yes, relics. I'm sorry, I'm a dwarf. Everything to me are runes. Now, here we're probably going to die, because I think this is the point that I was last time. Let's see if I can actually do it this time around, though. If you touch that thing while it's purple like that... Oh, yep, just like I thought. And thus begins the repetition cycle, as you can see. We are now back to this tank. Let's make sure to pick this up. But the thing about the combat in Knack is that for a title that looks like this, it almost looks like a title that's made more for a younger audience, right? It totally is not. Like, the challenge that it provides is actually very satisfying, which is why I just lost 2 hours on the game, because it has cool looking combat, it's got cool animations. You guys know that I like this art style, this kind of like cartoony-ish art style, so to speak. Let me just see if I can take out this tank. Whoa! No, I was actually able to dodge that. Break these things. Oh, I partially dodged it. Oh, but I broke the tank. Sweet. Then again, I don't think there's actually anything I can do with this tank, so... have that. And I'm gonna break through everything. Now, if your Knack is actually a lot smaller, you can't actually break through this stuff. Now, if you notice those red boxes, those are usually relics that you can use to make Knack become even bigger. There's a little bit of a cinematic. Hello, boys.
I brought help.
Head for the stairs.
Oh wow, this is the place that I was dying in, and it does not surprise me. Have that. You mind stopping that, good sir? Because that is incredibly annoying. Do we have any other tanks? We do. No, it's dead. Well, you guys can have this then. Every now and then you will also get these slow motion effects, which is kind of neat. Can I actually do a special here? Because if I can, I will. Because these two suck. They will kill my ass dead. Whoa. Oh, damn it. Wait, I actually managed to slightly dodge that. Let's see. Here comes the special. Screw you guys. Okay, we broke this one off. Have that. Oof, that was lucky. That was very lucky. I was actually stuck here last night. This is where I stopped playing. But yeah, that was one of my specials. It is the tornado special, so to speak. Wait, is this where I came from? It is, isn't it? I like exploring. The game actually rewards you for exploration. There's a ton of hidden stuff. There are some artifacts that you can craft, which I'm not entirely sure what they are for. Like, they say they do something. I'm not sure if you can have all of them at the same time, because that might be kind of overpowered. Let me see. Is there actually a way to see the artifacts that you have? Yeah. There's a collection. Gadgets. There you go. Like, this is one of the gadgets. When your health is low, breaking sunstones will release relics. Relics recuperate your health. Sunstones is the stuff that powers your special attacks. There's another gadget here, the Harvester. Knack can collect sunstones from defeated enemies. Another one called Time Dilator, double battery, combo meter, and basically I can build these gadgets if I find all of these parts, and these are all secretly hidden throughout the game on these chests. And it has a social element to it, which is every single time that you go up to one of these chests, it actually registers what you've gotten out of the chest. And say there's someone on your friends list and he goes up to the chest as well. When he goes there, he can choose to get the item that he was going to get off that chest, or he can pick an item that any of his other friends had previously gotten from the chest. I know that it's kind of weird. I hope that I can find the chest throughout this play session to show you guys. Okay, let's bust this door. Knock, knock, bitches. Okay, we got a little bit of a sun power there. Doesn't look like there's anything else in here, so let's keep moving onwards. Have I been here before? I'm not entirely sure. Okay, we got two of these guys. Oops. Gotta be really careful. You don't want to. You see, even a guy that is that small, he can basically bust your face if you're not careful, which really promotes careful play. And this is only on normal. Again, you can get an even bigger challenge if you go up to hard. I mean, I think that if you go up to hard, you're basically going to get one shot straight up. And as I was doing research on Knack, it appears that there's even a higher level of difficulty after hard. Oh, I dodged right into that one. Whoa. Pick it up. Pick it up. Have that. Oh, come on, come on, come on. And he shot me. And now let's see where it's going to take us back. Okay, it's actually not that bad. Now, some people, I believe, were also complaining with the fact that the game does not have that many decent checkpoints. And I have to say, if you consider the fact that there is literally, at least at the time, there is no penalty that I know of for dying. The only penalty is actually just redoing a portion of the content again. I think that the checkpoints up until this point have been fairly accurate. Because, again, I always feel that there should be some kind of penalty for your failure. And in the case of Knack, penalty for failing is having to redo some of the content again, which is what we're doing here. In this particular, like I said, I've played for a couple of hours. I don't know exactly how many hours I have onto the game total right now. Whoa. Damn it. I'm gonna die again. These tanks are tough shit. The thing is also the game starts to get easier the more you fail, because if you guys notice, I'm still collecting some of that sunstone energy every time that I possibly can, which basically means that there will come a point where I will just flat out unleash hell with one of my special attacks, and that will eventually get you to the level. So it's not like the game is going to punish you and make you be stuck in some area forever, but it will kind of tell you, look, you should be playing a little bit better, which happens to be my case right now. Although, in all fairness, this is one of those titles that it's actually not that easy to do live commentary for, in my opinion. Especially this tank section, because of this guy. This guy's the culprit right here. This friggin' missile-shooting bastard. And you gotta really know You got to really know your moveset. You got to really know how many hits you need to do on an enemy, because the combat of Knack, while it might seem really arcadey and whatnot, this is incredibly precise combat. Believe me when I say that. It is very, very precise. Actually, I think I was here yesterday. I was a little bit ahead. I thought I was stuck on the other section. I was stuck there for a while, but not that much. Now, something that you might have noticed just now, every now and then the game will experience a couple of slow-ups, which to me was a little bit disappointing, but then again, I mean, maybe they'll patch it or something. I don't know. I honestly do not know, because this game does not seem like it's taken the PlayStation 4 through its paces, but it does look like it's decently, how should I put this? It is putting a decent stress on the system. But the thing is, I still feel that you should optimize it maybe a little bit better, because, like I said, some of these cutscenes... Oh, crap, there we go. Some of these cutscenes do have some considerable slow-ups. Now, as you can see, the game is challenging, which is a good thing. I was expecting, the very first time I played this title, oops, look, there's a secret here. The very first time I played this title at the place, which was the first time I played Knack, was on the 19th of November at the place, due to the PlayStation Portugal guys inviting me over there. As I was saying, the very first time I played it, I was expecting this to be a complete and utter cakewalk, and I was pleasantly surprised with the fact that it wasn't. Because you guys know me, I like me some challenge. I like games that are challenging. And I have fun when I have the most fun when I'm being challenged. See, these are the chests that you pick stuff up from. So this definitely proves that I was here yesterday, because this chest's already open. I hope I can find one that isn't opened. Let's continue onward through here. I also expect to hopefully get through this level and show you guys the smaller version of Knack. Maybe even one of the stealth missions, because there's some stealth missions in the game as well. Let's see if I can bait some of these guys out. Whoa! Okay, it's probably a bad idea to try and bait them out, actually. Let's go straight in for the kill. We need to get rid of this tank. On, 1, 2, 3. Oh, you had to come with a missile, didn't you? Fuck you. God damn it. Sorry about the language there, folks. It's just so frustrating. I am Knack. Knack smash. Give me those sun things. Thank you. And as you can see, Knack got even a little bit bigger. It's a trap!
Leave it! No! It's all I've got!
There you go. See you at the top.
I wonder how many people were surprised when they first heard Knack speak. I just always thought it was so funny, because you never hear him speak during the trailers and whatnot. Hey dude, you want to stop that? Jesus, that was a long ass attack, wouldn't you agree? Oops. Get rid of that cannon, seriously. Oops. I kind of banged against the wall. I really like the fact that there's a lot of stuff that's just destructible, because it really showcases the physics engine, like, really pulling its weight. And again, I like this art style. I realize that a lot of people just want that hyper-realistic graphics and whatnot. I like this art style. I think it looks good. I think the game looks good. And a lot of people will say, oh, it looks childish, it looks like, you know, it looks like it's a kid's game and whatnot. I don't agree with that. Like, I think I've mentioned that often. I don't necessarily agree with that. And now I know that some people are going to call me out because, like, oh man, a lot of times you criticize Nintendo because they have titles that seem like they're just for younger audiences. But the thing is, Nintendo needs to strike a balance, is what I feel. And look at me talking about Nintendo in a PlayStation, video. But I feel that it's a relevant point, that some people might want to call me out on the fact that I've previously stated that I do feel that Nintendo works on a lot of, you know, titles that look like they're for younger audiences. But the thing is, the PlayStation 4 strikes a balance. Like, you have a title like Knack that, despite the fact it looks like it's for younger audiences, let me guarantee you, if you're playing on normal, or if you bump it up to hard, or even the difficulty above that, it will not play like a game for younger audiences, and to me, that is what counts. And then, on top of that, the PlayStation has a balance. Like, they'll release a game like Knack, in the same console, they'll release a game like Killzone Shadowfall, which is just chock full of gore and whatever else you want. There you go. Is it still working? No. Slow-mo! Yay, we're gonna get some extra health in the next section here. As Knack continues to grow to gargantuan sizes. Oh look, it's the Orc Chieftain.
I'll admit I didn't make the tanks, but this one's all mine.
Oh, looks like we're actually gonna have a boss fight.
I'd never have guessed. Let's hope it's sturdier than it looks, or this'll be a quick fight.
Prepare to be defeated!
Now, I've seen someone fight this boss when I was at the place, and one of the things that seemed to be pretty important was to get rid of all this stuff so that you can effectively dodge the boss's projectiles. Every now and then... Whoa! Trying to punch me? I have more reach than you. Oh, he actually staggers. That's good. Okay, he's got 2 attacks and then he stops. You really have to read your enemies because, like I said, this is precision combat. I'm gonna come closer, alright? I'm gonna punch the crap out of you. Are you gonna run to the other side? I don't think you're gonna have that much success. Oh, wow. That's a nice rocket barrage. You can also dodge whilst in the air, which is pretty cool. Come on. That's it. My turn. Boosh! I like how he keeps running away. Oh. Now that kind of sucks. No, I've actually got something better, don't you worry. Oh yeah, I think you can toss these bombs that he throws right back at him. There you go. Have your own bombs, you bastard. What else you got, good sir? Oh, you come over here, because I can't wait to show you another one of my moves. Here. Oh, I screwed up. That's not the one I wanted to do. God damn it. There. Have that. You can see another slow up there. Boosh!
Time. 2. Finish this.
Wow, I actually did a perfect on that boss. And now he's going to become Small Knack again.
Ah, that's better.
Clear the way, Knack. We'll be right behind you.
Okay, so I actually had to cut some of the cinematic off because it had some pretty huge story spoilers. But now I just wanted to show you guys a little bit of gameplay as the Small Knack, so to speak. So now we're back to this as just a small stature Knack, and I believe that this mission actually has some stealth elements in it as well, which is pretty cool. Oh. So obviously we can't, well, we can actually just shoot one of our projectiles against those guys, but it's not really the best way to go about things. It's interesting, yesterday the whole game was so much more challenging because I was still coming to grips with the mechanics. Here's some relics, let's make our Knack a little bit bigger. Not that much bigger, really. Oh, these things actually are sunstone relics. Look at this guy chock full of sunstone relics all over the damn place. Thank you. Oh, what are these? Okay, they have shields and they advance and then they stop and then they get punched in the face. Ooh! And I get killed. There we go. Just as I was saying, oh, it's so easy now. It's so easy now, 'cause you got friends you can trust. Knack is so small. We're so big on the previous level. But again, this is a title that to me, it just strikes me as fun above all else. It's not one of those titles that you're going to be super hardcore into, I don't think. But it does offer a lot of replayability in the form of collectibles and stuff like that, because you can collect a lot of those relics, which will give you different gameplay experiences, as well as, not those relics, the gadget things that I've shown you. There's also other things that you can collect. Let me see if I can show you as well. So there's gadgets and there's crystal relics. And once you complete the crystal relics, you can actually play as a different kind of Knack. Like if you see there, 9 more aqua relics are needed to unlock brittle Knack. And you will actually play as a Knack who is different and supposedly has different abilities. I've already seen also that there is the option to eventually unlock a vampire Knack. It's just I haven't really unlocked those things just yet. Let's get these sun relics, and since those guys were being so annoying, I might just get rid of them straight up. Have that. Thank you. Oh, hello. What do you do? Oh, that's cool. You do a little AoE attack. How about I punch you in the face? Robot Hunter, you have earned a trophy. Damn right I've earned a trophy. I'm a badass. Oh, that thing's broken. Oh, and it's got some relics on it. Like I said, one of the very important things to know is the moveset as well as the reach of your attacks. Also, in the game's world, in case you guys are wondering, how the hell are there relics all over the place? In this world, technology is powered by relics, which is why you find relics all over the place, and Knack is able to absorb relics, so to speak, to transform himself. What's this? Is it going to be... Yes, a chest, so that I can show you guys how it works. These are the chests I was talking about. As you can see, I found this part right now, which is the time dilator part. And interestingly enough, no one in my friends list has actually gotten this particular chest. Usually, if another person from your friends list has gotten to this chest and has gotten a different item, you will be able to see a list below your name with all the parts that people have gotten from this chest, because the parts that you get from the chest themselves are random. And if friends of yours have picked up different parts, you can select the parts that they got. So let's say, for instance, you have 3 parts and you're about to complete a gadget, and you get here and you don't get a part from the same gadget, but one of your friends got one of the parts that you're missing. You can select the part that he got on the chest and get it for yourself. Same thing for them. They come here. Suppose the next person on my friends list that finds this specific chest and he picks up any part, my name is going to show up there beneath his and is going to tell, look, Rurikhan got this part here. Do you want it? So it also has somewhat of a social element to it. Well, it looks like I have 2 parts for this thing. Not that it matters, because it's not really one of the parts that I want to make, but whatever. Let's keep on moving onwards. I wanted to see if I could at least show you guys the stealth version of Knack. Whoa! Did not see those ones coming. Yay, sun relics! Sun relics are cool. Not sun relics, sunstones. Whoa! You see, every now and then you will get those prompts, but not every single time. Mostly when new enemies show up, that is when they will kind of give you those prompts more often. Did I just miss something here? You always want to be careful, and you want to look for secret passages and stuff like that, because that's the way that you're going to get those chests that that I've shown previously. And that is one of the things that's going to keep the replayability going. There we go.
Knack,
This is going to show you the stealth.
those are security beams. And look, there's a discharge weapon too. If we break those beams, we're toast.
Well, up won't get us out, but we can't stay here. Let's go.
Oh, I thought that they were going to give me the stealth ability. Ooh, those perfect dodges. Ooh! God damn it, that was dangerous. He got me good, bastard. Smack you in the face. Oh, great. Okay, he only does one attack with the sword. It's just I'm trying to dodge as if he's going to do 2 attacks. Once again, you got to really know your enemies. Like I've been saying, it is precision combat, which is one of the reasons why I like it so much. The precision combat. It's really good, and it's really solid.
Let's go!
Uh-oh.
Hurry, Knack!
The music didn't particularly strike me as amazing or anything. Oh, and I got smashed. But it is decent, and it tends to adapt to the situation that you're in. Oh, wow. Like I said, it is a challenging game. Holy crap. Or maybe it's just me that is playing like crap. Mind if I punch you in the face, good sir? Thank you very much. Ugh, get owned straight up. See, that's what happens when you start trying to just tank through things. There's no tanking through things in Knack. There's you getting punished for playing poorly. Whoa, 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 whoa. You see this the thing? Doesn't this remind you of anything? It kind of reminds me of Dark Souls, despite the fact that, you know, I don't want to say, oh, this game's as hard as Dark Souls. I'm just saying that it reminds me of Dark Souls because it has that thing that once you get cocky, you start getting dead. Oh, wow. Boosh! Eat the Knack backhand. Knack's got a strong pimp hand. Oh, we got some relics here. Thank you very much.
Let's go!
There is no dash button or anything like that, in case you guys are wondering, by the way. There's the dodge button, and that's about it. Either way, that's probably going to be it for this particular video. I think that by now you guys can make up your minds on whether or not you're going to enjoy Knack. Now, I thought, personally, that this was a game that I wasn't going to get into. Because you guys know, there are those games that sometimes I receive and I check them out and, you know, I just do the review thing and whatnot. But usually I will not get into those games. And I thought that Knack was going to be one of those titles, honestly, because once again, it's mostly due to the fact that its art style kind of looks like it's more for a younger audience. But the thing is, the gameplay is so solid that I'm hooked. Like I said, I started playing it last night, and it was just like 2 hours went by, and I was just like, oh, really? Those 2 hours are gone. I have no recollection of what the hell just happened. And now I'm just getting trumped over and over again because I just kind of lost my focus. But it is, in my opinion, it is a solid title. I've heard that it is also a short title, but again, the thing that it's got replayability. And as you guys have seen on one of my previous videos, or you should have seen in case you're curious of what I'm talking about, is that Knack also supports co-op play, and I think that also extends its lifespan a little bit more. I believe that if you do make co-op, however, I think the game is going to be relatively easier because supposedly your co-op partner can donate relics to you to keep you alive. Or at least that is my understanding, but I don't know, it's just a solid title. It's a lot of fun. I've been having a lot of fun with it, and I can't wait to play some more. As per usual, leave me your comments, feedback, all that kinds of good stuff in the comment section below. Thank you very much for watching, and I will see you guys in the next one. I guess you guys never really got to see the stealth Knack, which is unfortunate. But basically, it's a Knack that turns into glass, and it allows him to pass through those lasers, those security lasers that you guys saw before. So yeah, Peace out, guys.